Some of the trends I'm seeing in the industry right now are that the traditional investment strategies are really coming back into favor. We're also seeing a lot of interest in the 40 Act funds, and we're starting to see the volume of hedge fund launches finally growing again. Some of the traditional strategies that I've been seeing are the straight vanilla, long short U.S. equities. I think we really see that coming back into favor because there's some stabilization in the markets and people are starting to invest again in the U.S. markets. Citrin Cooperman is equipped to provide traditional audit and tax services for hedge funds, but we like to focus on our non-traditional hedge fund services. An example of something like this would be really working with the hedge fund manager on his personal goals. We've had a lot of conversations recently with hedge fund managers where they feel like the compliance for their fund is fantastic. They're happy with their audit, they're happy with their tax return, but they feel like there's no one advising them and really looking out for their own situation. They're really focused on preserving the wealth that they've just acquired and planning appropriately for their future generations and making sure that they're leaving something for their children. Citrin Cooperman is the nation's 25th largest accounting and consulting firm. Our financial service practice works primarily with hedge funds, private equity, registered investment advisors, and broker-dealers. Collectively as a group, our practice has over 50 years of experience really working in the industry and knowing the day-to-day issues that hedge fund managers face while they're operating their fund. So we're really able to come in and be an advisor to them as we understand the different challenges they face. Before coming back into public accounting, I actually was on the private side, and I was CFO at 2 different hedge funds. So I understand the daily challenges, the different hats you have to wear. I understand the compliance, the audit, the tax, but I really understand all the facets of the business. At one point, we were working on a difficult audit issue, and we were trying to work with the client to figure out how we were going to achieve our objective. And because I had the expertise of knowing the different reporting that the prime broker provides, I was able to suggest a report that ultimately became the tool we used to satisfy all of our needs. Compliance continues to be a big concern for all funds, both existing funds as well as emerging funds. We're really finding that funds on day one want to make sure that they have policies and procedures in place, as well as systems to really gather all the data that's going to be needed to ultimately meet these reporting requirements. We work with a lot of new hedge funds, and some of the advice I could give to these startup funds is to really focus on your fund structure at the very beginning. It's important to know where your investments are going to be made, if they're going to be domestic U.S. investments, offshore investments, and the same with where your investors are going to be located. This will help to determine where you should be domiciled, if it should be in the United States or offshore. Another suggestion I have for funds is to focus on the details of your redemption and your contribution terms. You want to make sure that those really match your investment strategy. This is going to ensure that you can deploy capital and manage redemptions seamlessly to the fund. I think one of the differences of Citrin Cooperman is that our partners and our directors are really very involved in every single engagement. We take an approach where it's important that our clients get that top-level service. You're not going to get a first-year or second-year person out on your job not even understanding maybe first-year accounting, but not even understanding the industry. We think that it's important to have that relationship, to really know the issues and highlight them from the beginning. Some of the non-traditional services for hedge funds that we provide are surprise exams, consulting services, back office administration, performance examination reports, valuations of level 3 assets, and trust and estate planning. While all accounting firms provide commodity-based services to their clients, Citrin Cooperman recognizes our clients' growing needs around advisory and consulting services. Many of our partners are former business owners, so we really intimately understand the challenges our clients and prospects face. We pride ourselves on the attention and level of service we provide, as our partners and directors are heavily involved in all our engagements. The commitment level we show to our clients has resulted in relationships spanning decades. Sustaining solid relationships with our clients is really the cornerstone of how we do business. Longevity, spurring from strong connections, industry insight, and exceptional work is what makes us stand out among the crowd.